Beautiful day out, heavy frost. It's gorgeous out here. So, I'm heading over to the old parts Thunderbird, and I want to pull the passenger side rear wheelhouse out. So let's take a walk over. I can hardly see, so hopefully I keep you in camera here. Yeah, she's a heavy frost, but gorgeous. So it's a good day to do this job. It's late October. We haven't had any snow yet, which is nice here in Saskatchewan. All right, so I'll have to pull the cover off, obviously, and take a look. Just a little clip on there. All right. Ooh, she's stuck to the frozen right to it. All right, we'll just pull a little bit off for now, just to see what we're doing here. So, obviously this wheel's gonna have to come off. I'm gonna have to jack up the car and put some supports under it. I don't know if we can see this wheelhouse or not. Now, it is rusty, but I can help me out getting it out, but it doesn't help me out for fixing the other one. But it's not rusty up in the tubs, and that's the part I need. Anyway, we'll get it out. Excuse me, get back here. And we'll get it out and see if it's of any use. There we go. I've got it set up. I got a little light on it. All these spot welds, I'll try breaking them. And if it gets too hairy, these flange welds, and if it gets too hairy, I'll just bring the zip cut in and just cut above them. I think I can get them out. There's not much holding the wheelhouse to the outer quarter panel, so I may have to take a couple spots and just snip it off, and just because I'll bring the whole thing if I can, and it's not holding back there at all to anything, so that's not an issue. So it's basically here and up in there. In this area there's some spot welds, which I'll probably have to get a wire wheel and clean out to see. You can't get them from the top, so I'll have to come from the bottom. I'll find them, get them out. Yeah, so I got a bunch of tools, and these are handy bags to get. It's an S-Tax. I assume they're US made. I don't know. I used them when I was underground drilling, like packing gear and stuff out, small stuff, lunch and all that jazz. They work really well. I highly recommend them if you can find them for doing these kinds of jobs. All right. That's all that, and I've got it double jack stand and a timber underneath, because I don't trust that torque box so much. It's pretty flimsy, and I left the jack there. And I also put a set of tires and rims and tires underneath the rear jack leaf, and you'll see this big tube. Oh, and it goes over the spring. That's what I had to do to get that car out of the garage. The springs are snapped right off on both sides. The frame is really not great. It's not too bad on this side. The other side was terrible. And where it all joins in is just really nothing left. Nothing left of this car as far as the inner structure. So you might say this doesn't have good bones. All right, let's get at her. You saw me using the small bit, and I stepped up to a larger bit, and then I finally just went and got a bigger bit. There's nothing, a bigger bit rather, a larger bit. There's nothing really holding that behind, and I'm gonna have to fix it all anyway. Probably gonna have to put a whole new lip on that. Who knows what's gonna happen here. This is all too far ahead to predict what's gonna happen. But anyway, I think I got most of the fixed ones off. There might be this may give us a little issue here, but I think it's thin enough I can just pop it off with this spot weld cutter. Now, I'll go up in there, see if I can find the spot welds for that and get them disconnected. I got a bunch of spot welds up there that I started with a small bit and went up intermediate, and then I went to a large bit. Now I'm going to go get a punch. I have a large punch. I'll see if I can loosen those up from down here, because I can't get at them without taking a lot of the interior out. So let's see what's left there. I'll go get a punch and I'll be right back. So I had to come inside, and there is a difference between the convertible Thunderbird and the hardtop. Is on the convertible, there's this big plate. You probably noticed it in my videos. There's a big plate that goes across there, and which adds support. It covers that whole, I can't get back far enough without getting the sun in my way. So essentially, the plate goes from about here, there's the sun again, down, and it fills that whole area in. It leaves access at the bottom to get in. So what I'm doing in here, I need to get, if you can see it or not, I need to get, there's a cross brace way up in there. I can't even, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. All right, way up inside, and I can't see the camera, so I don't know where I'm pointing. So I did get those spot welds on this arch piece, but there's a brace that goes, yeah, right in there. I don't know if I can get it off. Yeah, it starts right about here and comes all the way across, and then it's fastened to it again here. I mean, this is all, I think if I take this bolt out, if I take the window regulator setup out, it'll eliminate that one. Then I only have to snip, I wish the sun wasn't in my eyes, and then I would only have to snip with my Sawzall a little spot right there, and that should free up most of the inner fender, wheelhouse rather, except for, man, that sun. Whew, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I'll try to get back out of the sun and point it out. All right, so right in the eyes, right there, there's another spot that needs to have the spot welds cut or snip that, but that's a nice piece. I don't really want to cut it, so I'm going to try to get rid of the spot welds there. I don't know why I'm worried about it. It's a parts car, and I don't need that for anything. Alright, I'll think about it, but I think I'm going to try to break the spot welds there, because it's fairly easy that, I think the first one starts right here. I know you can't see that. The sun's right there. The first spot weld, it looks like starts right there, and one there, there's one there, there's one there, and I think there's one right about there. So if I have to, I can take off this trim, but we'll see. All right, hang in there. All right, I found 3 of that outer where the roof comes down and hooks to it. And there's the ones that were in that cross brace up there. So I'm gonna take the punch, loosen those up, see if there's more there, and then either go back inside or try to find these ones in here for that. They should be right around here somewhere. That would, I guess they would come down this way. There's a brace that runs down to where the seat mounts. All right, I'm gonna get at her and I'll get back to you with an update when I get something done. Okay, I got those ones up in there, punched back. And now I just drilled from the other side 1 hole to get my bearings on where these ones went. Right there. So I just drilled them out larger. Now I'm gonna hit them with the punch, see if I can get them loosened up. Okay. There, she's just hanging on by a thread. It's like it's up in here. I think a couple are up in there, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna wiggle it until it breaks free. I did have to resort to using the zip cut on that. That was just a mess. It's gone anyway. Got all those drilled out. And as you can see, she's loose now. So I'm almost there. This is I've been into this now for about 3 hours. Time I walk back and forth the house and get stuff. But anyway, she's there now. And I just want to show you, I had to take off in here. I didn't have to, but I decided to do it so I wouldn't destroy everything. I took the trim off here along the rear package tray. I took the package tray off of it. And I actually just sawzalled a couple spots there that I know I'll never be using them for anything, and another spot right here. Alright, so I'm going to get us up on the tripod and we'll get this sucker out. Alright, let's see if we can wiggle this sucker out. Whew. Beautiful day for it though, it couldn't be any better. Alright, I don't know what's holding it, but let me look inside, see what's going on. Yeah, right there, one little piece of metal. One little piece. Alright, like I said, it only takes a little tiny strip to hold you up. Alright, let's see what happens now. Wow, look at that. One inner wheelhouse. Well, if nothing else, I can get pieces out of it to fix the one I have. You know, a few flanges put on and some new metal might be able to make it work. Was it worth the work? I don't know. But the repair parts only go from here, like the replacement parts. And that's fine if that's all I needed, but I needed up in here all this stuff. Both sides, like all the inner stuff. Alright. Okay, there it is, all out. Starting to gather up the tools. And I'll get her back on the ground again, get a wheel on it, put it back down. And we'll call it quits on this video right here. Anyway, that was a bit of a struggle. It took a few hours, probably 3 hours to do. But thanks a lot for coming along for that filthy dirty ride. And we'll see you in the next one.